English is a dynamic language that changes with time, culture, and technology. Every generation introduces new words and expressions, especially through social media, movies, music, and everyday conversations. At the same time, formal English continues to be the standard for education, business, academic writing, and professional communication. Understanding the difference between modern slang and formal vocabulary is essential because using the right type of language in the right situation helps you communicate more effectively. In today's lesson, we'll explore the differences between slang and formal vocabulary, when to use each, and how mastering both can improve your English. Let's begin by understanding what slang is. Slang consists of informal words and expressions commonly used by particular groups of people, especially young people. These words often become popular through social media platforms, movies, music, gaming communities, and internet culture. Slang makes conversations sound natural and casual among friends, but it is usually inappropriate in formal settings such as job interviews, business meetings, or academic writing. On the other hand, formal vocabulary refers to standard English used in professional, academic, and official situations. Formal words are generally more precise, respectful, and widely understood. They are commonly found in books, newspapers, research papers, presentations, official emails, and business communication. Learning formal vocabulary is especially important for students preparing for exams like IELTS, TOEFL, UGC NET, and other competitive examinations. Let's compare some common slang expressions with their formal equivalents. A popular slang word is awesome, which people often use to mean very good or excellent. In formal English, you might replace it with words like excellent, outstanding, remarkable, or exceptional. For example, instead of saying, "Your presentation was awesome," a professional might say, "Your presentation was excellent." Another common slang word is cool. In everyday conversation, cool can mean good, interesting, fashionable, or acceptable. However, in formal situations, words such as impressive, appropriate, excellent, or appealing are usually better choices. For instance, "That's a cool idea" becomes "That's an innovative idea" in a business meeting. The slang expression hang out means spending time casually with friends. In formal English, you could use phrases like meet socially, spend time together, or socialize. Similarly, the slang verb chill often means to relax. Instead of saying, "I'm just chilling at home," a formal version would be, "I'm relaxing at home." Modern internet slang has introduced many new expressions. For example, ghosting refers to suddenly ending communication with someone without explanation. While this word has become widely recognized, a more formal expression would be ending communication without notice or abruptly discontinuing contact. Likewise, FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out, can be formally described as anxiety about missing experiences or opportunities. Social media has also popularized words like viral, trending, and influencer. Although these terms are now widely accepted, formal writing may use alternatives such as widely shared, currently popular, or digital content creator, depending on the context. Choosing the appropriate vocabulary depends on your audience and purpose. Another area where slang differs from formal vocabulary is emotional expression. Instead of saying, "I'm freaking out," formal English might use "I'm feeling anxious" or "I'm extremely concerned." Rather than saying, "I'm broke," you could say, "I'm experiencing financial difficulties." These alternatives sound more professional and suitable in workplace conversations. Slang also includes shortened forms of words and internet abbreviations. Expressions like lol, OMG, by the way, IDK, and BRB are commonly used in text messages and online chats. However, these abbreviations should generally be avoided in academic essays, business emails, and professional reports. Writing complete sentences demonstrates greater professionalism and clarity. One important point to remember is that slang changes rapidly. Words that are popular today may disappear within a few years. For example, expressions that were common among teenagers 10 years ago may sound outdated today. Formal vocabulary, however, remains stable over time and is understood across different generations and cultures. This is one reason why educational institutions focus more on formal English than slang. That doesn't mean slang is bad. In fact, understanding modern slang helps you follow movies, television shows, YouTube videos, podcasts, and conversations with native speakers. It also helps you understand internet culture and communicate naturally with friends. The key is knowing when to use slang and when to use formal vocabulary. If you're speaking with close friends, informal expressions can make your conversation feel warm, relaxed, and natural. However, if you're writing a university assignment, attending a job interview, giving a presentation, or communicating with clients, formal vocabulary creates a more professional impression. Skilled English speakers can easily switch between informal and formal language depending on the situation. One effective way to improve your vocabulary is to create two lists. In one column, write common slang words such as cool, awesome, kids, guy, fix up, get, and buy. In the second column, write their formal equivalents such as excellent, children, gentleman, improve, obtain, and purchase. Practicing these word pairs regularly will help you choose the appropriate language automatically. Reading newspapers, academic articles, novels, and business publications is another excellent way to build formal vocabulary. At the same time, watching English movies, interviews, podcasts, and YouTube videos can help you understand modern slang and conversational English. Combining both approaches gives you a well-rounded command of the language. In conclusion, both modern slang and formal vocabulary have their place in English communication. Slang makes conversations lively, friendly, and current, while formal vocabulary adds professionalism, clarity, and credibility. Knowing when to use expressions like awesome, cool, or chill, and when to replace them with words like excellent, remarkable, or relax, will make you a more confident and versatile English speaker. The more you practice switching between informal and formal language, the more naturally you'll communicate in every situation. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English vocabulary lessons, speaking tips, grammar tutorials, and communication skills. Comment below with one slang word you use often and try replacing it with a formal alternative. Keep learning, keep improving, and see you in the next English lesson. Also, don't forget to read the description box below to get more details.